What's going on, guys? It's SpotTheOzzie here with another gameplay video of the Motorsport Manager Championship. We're currently up to the 5th round, so middle part of the season. And as you've already probably noticed, there's something different in this video compared to my last couple of rounds. And that is, of course, the fact that I am recording with a webcam, a picture inside another picture, so you guys can just see my reactions. It's a feature now on the new NVIDIA Shadow Play called GeForce Experience. Unfortunately, I can't place exactly where it is. I can place it in that corner, that corner, that corner, or that corner. So I've just decided to place it in the top right-hand corner. And let me know if you want to see Facecam when I do these videos, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to do these videos for you guys and make it as entertaining as I possibly can. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to put it up here. It is actually pretty weird because I can actually see it on my screen as I talk at the same time as I'm playing the game. So it's a little something to get used to. It's only small. I can make it a little bit bigger, but unfortunately that would cover too much of the screen of the important information that I need to win. So like I said, we're at the middle part of the season and we now need to start really wrapping down some key points. Now, we basically need to get some good race results. On the homepage, as you can see, we're currently down in team stats. Car, driver, headquarters is up, staff's up, sponsors up. So we want to look at how can we improve these two factors. This is what the rest of the championship's going to be. I'm going to be doing the practicing. It might be longer videos, but I actually want to go down into the detail and get down to the nitty-gritty and kind of expand myself a little bit and try and win back this championship from a bad position. Now, we're coming 7th in the championship, and that's how we were predicted to come at the start of the year, but I reckon we can do better than that, and I've said that this whole time. So the first thing I want to look at is the drivers. Now, looking at our two drivers, given that Chu is currently, I believe if we look at the standings, he is 7th in the championship. I don't want to move him, but Tang, on the other hand, who's our #1 driver, I actually do want to move him out. Now, despite the fact that he has a very good trait as a paid driver, which means we get £259,000 each race, you can't win races with just money alone. You need talent, you need skill. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to kick him out of the team. First of all, let's compare a driver. I've already got one in mind, and that was, of course, Carlos Pino, if that's how you want to pronounce his name. Instead of recruiting another driver from another team, I've gone to the unemployed list, looked at the most available higher tier drivers, there's 4 of them, and Carlos Pino was probably the best select. And as you can see from the stat comparison, in every single field, he is a better driver. Look at that. Look at that. You can see in that graph, and if you want to look at the specific stats, feedback 19 verse 2, fitness 12 verse 9, adaptability 17 verse 5, like everything, braking, cornering. His driver traits, fuel hungry. Yes, he does burn more fuel. That's a bad thing. He's good at feedback, but he is a truck racing champion, overtaking +2, markability +5. So I want to approach this driver, and this is the first time I'm doing this, so let's see. Oh, he wants to join a team in a higher championship. Forget what I've just said. Forget everything I've just said. Let's just keep looking there. Let's just keep looking. Prema was the next on our list. He has Chaser and also Hates, and as you can see, again, he is better in every single respect. Let's approach. He is interested. Let's talk. Let's start the negotiations. Now, I want to make them equal status drivers. Let's end the contract. Let's end it in 18 months, given that he's probably going to be given the priority drive. Cost, I think, 347. Let's see, just because he's unemployed, let's see what he says. Is he going to say anything? Existing contract, he's got nothing. He's got nothing to go off. Let's see what he does. Proposal sent. What does that mean? We don't know? We don't know. I guess we'll find out. I guess we continue from there, but anyway, let's look at the car. Now, we definitely need to pick up our acceleration and our top speed. As you can see, in overall, our car is based 7th on the grid. Not good enough. We're still punching above our weight, but we need to improve it tenfold. Let's design a new part. Crucial for the next race is engine, which is what we want to improve anyway. Let's look at what we can do. Now, we were caught cheating last race, so we don't want to risk too many things. Top speed 40 max. 25 build days, 25 max top speed. Let's go there, and that should be what we want to build. Confirm. A lot of dollars being spent there. A lot of dollars. While that's also working, as you can see, headquarters is currently 3 weeks away. So before the next race, that is going to be up and running. I'm excited for that. Let's also look at the fit parts. Well, technically, they can't do anything in terms of fixing the parts because they are currently working on the new engine. That's how that works. You can't improve your components while they're designing a new part. So, while that's all happening, oh, that's what we can see. We can see a consideration of the offer. And it's obviously a lot higher than our main driver, who's currently back in the order. But I think it's going to be worth it, you know. I think it's going to be worth it. I think we'll be fine. Let's just continue on. Oh yeah, sorry. Our car has to be repaired before we can start doing any maintenance issues. As you can see, car's finished. Headquarters car. Improve parts. So what desperately needs to be here? So we've got our one of our engines coming in. We've got a banned engine. Bad. But we want to start making sure everything else is good to go. 100% reliability. Our two components here. So fix the performance there. Let's get the performance up there as well as the mechanical ability. That's the two brakes. One engine, well, at the end of the day, we're only going to have one other engine, and gearbox. They both look really good, in good condition. Let's just keep improving them as we go along. And we definitely need to get more suspension going as well. I will fix that a little bit, and I'll also put, there's no point putting them under any more repairs. Let's go with that. Let's go 50-50. Split them 13-7, that way it's 18 days and 14 days. And carry on from there. Keep going. Oh, this is our contract. Let's see if our driver accepts. Mail. Let's go back to the negotiation table. Keys. Delightful with the equal status. Insulted with the payment. Doesn't like the contract. A little neutral about the contract line. So he wants a signing on fee. He'd prefer a short contract. That's fine by me. Let's make it to 2016 and then negotiate at the end of the year to see how he's going. And let's try that, shall we? We bumped up the cost a little bit. We've done the end of 2016. We can't do... 60,000. Alright. Let's do it. And we're going to keep rocking. Bang. Bang. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh my god, he's gone. We didn't get a new driver. He's insulted. That part is 6 days away and we've got 10 days to our next race. What do we do? Do we go back to the driver? I think we're going to have to. Can we set him a... Can we send him anything else? I think that's it. I think once you've blown it with that driver, he no longer wants anything to do with you. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to put us back on the drawing board. And we're going to be... You know what, why don't we scout a few things as well? I didn't realise there's this big option as well to scout some drivers. Oh, you can scout all these people. See what they come back with. Let's just pick 4 random people. May as well get them doing something while they're all sitting there. But we definitely need a new driver. What are we going to do? He just said he's insulted, so what do? We can't do anything. He just said forget it, so I guess we just retract offer. That was awkward. Staff. Drivers. Let's try again. Unemployed. Alright, can we approach him again? Last proposal was horrible. Okay. Wow, the nitty gritty of these guys wanting bigger dollars. Is there anyone in the ERS we can sign on? Yeah. That's a big dollar difference, isn't it? Let's go back to that unemployed list. Let's look at the let's go. Oh yeah, Marsh. Wits at home. Bad special conditions timesheet hero. Well, we don't do qualifying in ours. Markability. Let's compare him with exporter. So, what is it telling us? Braking, cornering, overtaking, almost the same. Adaptability, fitness, focus. Well, I think on that basis it looks like rock solid. I think we're gonna have to try out our boy Marshy here. Let's start negotiations, see if we can do anything better. I really want to get him. Wages aren't important to me. Signing fee isn't very important. Status is important. We'll go equal. Let's see what's gonna happen. This either happens or it doesn't happen. Free choice votes. A new vote has begun for the GMA. Free choice of tyre compounds. Politics. Teams are free to choose whichever tyre compounds they like for race weekend, allowing a wider array of strategic choices. Benefit Garuda. Drag. You know what? I think I'm going to vote for. Because I think we can make the most of it as a bit of a strategic ambassador, as the manager of this team. We can make it happen. That's what dreams are made out of. Skip to the end. It looks like we're definitely going to pick this up. And it won. Vote approved. So that's happening for the next season. Good. Car. Still got quite a bit going on there. Nothing else happening. When is that engine going to be ready? That is the big question, isn't it? 4 days. We've got 8 days to the race. When's this done? 6 days. Oh, it's all happening all at once. We don't want any of that crap because it's a nice TV piece. One of our directors here at UKSN would absolutely love to film a TV piece in your factory. I understand this would be position. Both mechanics, relationships, 5+, money, say transaction. $100,000 isn't that much. It's all annoying. Yeah, let's go with that. You gotta balance these people, you know. It's all not just about the money. Okay, engine is done. Let's have a look. Oh, look at how bad that engine is, the reliability wise. We're gonna have to repair that straight away, aren't we? These parts are all looking good anyway. That's looking good. Great. Brakes are good. We need to put that on the back burner. 100% people. And is there anything else? 1 day till that factory's done. Oh, let's design a new part while we're here. Suspension was the other one we needed to build up. 2 days, I'm happy with that. Reliability, maximum corner speed reliability, that's what's important to us. Wonder how much we can get our current balance down if we keep rolling that way. Might just look at sponsors to make sure. Yep, we've got 6 races. All that's going to disappear very shortly. Alright, roll over into the next day. See, we're getting it. We are getting this. This is quite in-depth. Still one day. Continue. They're already halfway in their championships as well for the other cups. Call. Doesn't affect us. Keep going. Continue. Ah. Okay. We have 3 days. Will he come back to us within that time frame? I've just bumped up the wages so much. What just happened? Headquarters. Okay. Handling development facility. Suspension. Can we get anything built while we're waiting? We definitely need engine speed, you know. What new buildings can we get? Simulate brakes facility. Yeah, let's build one of these. Can we build it? Not enough money. Oh, come on, Elliot. I don't think he's going to tell us in time, is he? How's that part looking? It's getting there. 3 days. Hopefully it'll be enough time. Unfortunately, we're not going to know what Elliot wants by the time we race, which is annoying, but we'll make it happen anyway. We'll make it work. So, we've travelled there. 6 or above again, just to be safe. Part fitting. Let's have a look. We need to make sure everything's sweet. Engine is going to be a problem, 62%, but we're going to have to make it happen. That's part of the game. The cars are very similar in the window, aren't they, when you look at them from the top view? So, we're going to continue on with that. There's nothing more we can do there. Alright, practice. Now, like I said, we're definitely going to be doing it this time. Speed balance. Look at that circuit. Look at it. It's like long and round, so we definitely need to put the cars in the window for as much top speed as we possibly can. This is all about balancing the car. There we go. I think that might work. I want to go out in softs. I feel like we can burn as many softs as we want without needing too much drums. And for choose cars. His car already seems in the window, but we want top speed. Understeer. Let's leave it at that. Let's see if we can get away with that. And based on the feedback, go softs as well. Continue. We are actually going to do the practice. Like I said, round 5, we're taking this more seriously. We're going to get feedback from the drivers. This is our first time we've done a practice session. So this data, hopefully, is going to tell us a lot of information. Send out. I'm also going to send him out. Stint's always 1 lap. I feel like in the mobile lap game, at least, you always send them out for 1 lap, and any more than that, without getting new tyres, was a waste, because they'd always be slower anyway, so you'd always want to compare them in the same exact conditions, new tyres versus new tyres. Weather forecast, Looks like it's going to stay cloudy with a little bit of sun. But that's okay. And what I might do here is I might actually fast forward the practice session so you guys aren't going to be bored watching the whole thing, but I'm just looking to do as many times within the 12 minutes as I possibly can in the full speed mode. So this is me just watching them. So let's fast forward here times like 4 until I get to an important part that I want to keep talking about. He's not getting much speed on the straights. Do we have much aero on the car? What he's saying is he thinks we have too much aero. This is his in-lap. So pretty much, just by doing one lap, he's used up almost 6 minutes. So he should only be able to go out for one more practice lap. That's all you really get, because out lap, one full lap, in lap. It's longer than you think, isn't it? So 11th and 12th, which is, you know, not too bad, could be a lot better. How are we going to send out now? Knowledge gained, very little. Poor. Excellent handling, poor top speed. What do? We're going to have to muck around a little bit here. We don't want to touch the handling too much because it's already in that window. Let's try that. This is completely different. Let's go tire choice, softs again. Stints 1 lap, race trim. Cool. Send him out. Next car. Knowledge gained. So this is what practice is all about. It's giving us good feedback on each base to see how we are. Handling is good. I feel like if we can just knock it a little bit further back based on the other car. Speed balance is great. Downforce is good. So maybe we should just muck around with... I feel like... It's a bit of a trial and error, isn't it? Let's go with that. New tyres, boom. So as you can see, there's a bit of work to be done, and they were sent out back to back to back then. That's probably not what we wanted to do. Hopefully they don't hold up to each other. No, there's a bit of a gap, that's alright. And we'll see what each of them can come back with. Now, again, I'll speed this up just to get to the end of the session to check out the feedback, but you can only do 2 laps really in 2 different setup windows, which is interesting, isn't it? This isn't what I wanted though. They seem to be battling each other. There we go, we spread out a little bit. I think Chu seems a bit slower than Wow. Wow seems to think we're running the wrong aero setup. That's the feedback we're getting at least. Looks like this might be a bit of a stuff up lap purely because of the backing up he's got at the moment. Lau seems to like the speed balance. Chu seems to like the aero. So what we've ever done has worked for both drivers. Even though they're back in 15th and 18th in their lap times. Jeez. We'll have a look in the feedback board to see if we can do anything before the race. Shoes really happy with the gear ratios. We are off by quite a bit, aren't we? 4 and 5 seconds. Have a look at these times. I just can't believe how big a difference the front cars have on us at the moment. It's pitiful. It's really bad. Okay, slow and slow. Pretty lame practice session from Dragon Team Racing. Don't disagree with it. And we're down on the race day. Now what do we want to do? Super soft tires. They failed to earn any practice knowledge bonuses. Drivers with better feedback will give you much better practice knowledge. No, cool. So we've got no additional bonuses for these guys. Okay, component lounge in the car. When your driver's relationship with mechanic is strong enough, you'll be able to use these components. Cool. So we've got barely anything. We're gonna have to have a look at these setups. Isn't that funny? We moved the setup completely from one side to the other and it's still poor. So maybe if we can move the downforce a little bit, that's my thinking, over here somewhere without too much of a movement from the other areas, that would be perfect, like that. And then just balance the car out with a bit of camber. Let's see if that works. I think that might work. What strategy are we going to do? It's 13 laps. 6 laps of fuel. Did we run 8 to 10 laps? No, I think we got to stick with the softs. Do 6 laps. See what the car's like. And then possibly drag it to one stop by going to these other softs. But we're going to have to stop for fuel anyway. So I think we're better off just starting with the super softs for that car at least. Fuel options. Cool. Chew. What do we got for chew? 84 and 83% optimum balance. So this tells us if we can get that set up but move the handling a little to the right, we are improving the car. Little adjustments, I think that might be right. Same again. It's hard because you don't want them on the same strategy, do you? I might put your fuel down 2 laps. Let's do that. And run you a bit harder. Get you out in an early stop so we're not going to double stack. I think that might be the way to go. Just because you are the second car. Driving strategy out of the box. Chew. Let's go push. Fuel. Overtake. Alright. This is the race. We've had our practice. Done a bit more research. We think we've got the car in a better position than it's ever been. Again, reverse order grid. So Chew's going to be starting a lot further up in 8th compared to Chew in 17th. Let's make the most of this, shall we? And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. Tang is going to hold his position. That's good. Chew's going to sit there as well in a more aggressive strategy. Let's just watch our tyre temperature is as well. As you can see, what I'm highlighting here is the tyre temp. If we heat them up too much, they burn a lot faster. If they're too cold, they get a bit of rubber on the bad side and they start slowing down as well. So Tang's moved up to 6th and Chu's up to 12th. So far, so good. Can't complain. We're a little bit off the leaders at the moment, by the looks of it, by the front running group, but we're not too far off them at the moment. And Chu's just battling around. He's gone into 15th. Seems to be battling the pack as best as he possibly can. While Tang is just chilling at the moment in a neutral medium strategy. Tang's unhappy that he's been overtaken. He's starting to get pushed back a little bit. He, of course, is the weaker driver of the two, who we wanted to replace. Hopefully next round he's replaced. Evans pushes the fastest lap from the front of the grid. That's the bonus when you get fresh air, isn't it? Huh, looks like there was a bit of an argy-bargy there with Tang locking up the pack. But, I just want to look what other people's strategies are. Look at that. If you look at their strats, they are pushing the cars a lot harder than we are anymore. And that's okay. I'm alright with that. So the burn strategy for that is, it's a little bit high, but not too high. Weather forecast, still green. These are the little things we have to keep watching for. Get their feedback. Right, 13th. Ooh, looks like Osana's already coming in with a problem. Condition-wise, Tank's car is just the engine. Everything else is fine. Alright, keep going, guys. Here we go, Tang up into 8th. Chu, his tyres. I reckon Chu can chop his tyres a lot more. What is Tang doing on his strategy? So we've done 2 laps, 3 laps. So there's plenty of fuel left, 75% of tyres. Tang can get to that line. Is it one more lap? Sorry, Chu. He'd be in a good spot in our strategy window. Might have to back him off though from doing that. Put him back in the push. See how the tyres are heated up all the way on the scale? That means they're really going to be pushing on those tyres. Chu's just got to the back of his teammate Tang. Low fuel, let's put it back to medium so we can get around one more time. Morale in the start, we're just about to split the finish line. If I have to go back to low, I will. Tang's just ahead. Tang's still looking pretty good with about 3 laps of fuel at 66%. Chu's fuel is struggling at the moment. I might get him to back the pack up a little bit. Get him to pushing the tyres, get him to pit. We're going to go back on softs. Park conditions all great. We want to go fast. Tyre stop. Cool. Fuel, what do we want to do? I think 5. Given that it's 0.35 seconds slower, 1 lap of fuel additional. We're gonna have to go 5, I reckon. Minimise the amount of stops that we have to do. Now we can give them team orders under the strategy, allow teammate through. We don't want to do that, because I think the other cars will be able to do that at the same time. While one goes through, the other usually goes through them as well. Chu is just slowing down because he's on a conservative strategy. That's okay because he's 0.06 in the window. He should be able to just get around though. Hopefully on a smelly, oily rag. There we go. Everyone comes in. Look at that. Meanwhile, Tang is in first position. He is the only car going the distance. I'm surprised. We've got 56% of tyre left. We've got 2 laps to go. So in 2 laps time, I'm going to bring him in. I think he's going to have the potential to possibly push this out to a one-stop if we really wanted to. Weather-wise, what are we doing? We've got no indications that weather's moving around. The track grip is crawling higher and higher, which means the usage of the tyres is just going to keep going up while they use that around. I get Shu to go back onto pushing high. He's come up 9th as well. This is great for us. Plus, he's in a bit of fresh air. That's what we want. So he's climbed a place or two to get into 9th, just by the pits alone. Tang at the moment, the guy who we're looking to retire, might actually be able to finish this race on a high. Where is he at? He's got 1 lap of fuel left. So, let's get him to burn it. Let's use the tyres as best as we possibly can. What do we want to do? We definitely want to pit him. Oops, wrong guy. Wrong guy, sorry. What do we want to do? Should we just push? So Chu is currently pushing. It was Tang who I wanted to change this down, which is who I did. Because he's going to hit lap 7. He's in 6 laps. Technically, could we go around if we wanted a really slow fuel strategy? It's tempting, isn't it? Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to pit, fill it all the way up. Do we want to go? I feel like everyone else is going to be doing 2 stops. Go fast, condition, everything looks alright. Engine's a bit wonky, but you know what? We can deal with that. I feel like Tank can come in. And when we send him back out, send him back to medium, send him back to low, I reckon we could possibly get him down around the entire track based on a low conservative mode. Everyone's going to go back by him. Let's see where he comes out of. Will he come out in front of Chu? Mate, he's going to come out in second. He's made a lot of ground. So during that fresh air period, he actually made a lot of ground by doing some really great turns. I actually think this strategy is going to work. If I have him in backup mode and conserve with the tyres, if he can just hold up those other guys, potentially that puts Chu in a better window as well. So I'm going to keep doing that with the hope that Tang can push out this one stop. I could change him as well. I could put Tang onto a 2-stop, another stop between now to then, by pushing him now, but I think he could go the whole way. And I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Or is it a bit unwise? Let's see how much fuel do you use to come all the way around? Is it still 1 complete lap? He's down to point. Alright, so we used about 0.8, 0.9 fuel, mathematically speaking. Almost 1 lap. You know what? Let's change it. Let's go in attack mode and push. I feel like we could make this happen. I feel like if he goes back in the attack mode, look at that. He's going to round him up around the outside. That's a huge plus. We've just changed the strategy because it seemed to have worked in our favour. He's going to have a less stop as well because of all the fuel he's got. Let's burn it and then just do a quick stop, a quick splash and dash for the rest. I'm quite happy with this at the moment. Meanwhile, what is Chu up to? He's just chilling along, he's getting along as fast as possibly can. This is going to be a great result. If Tang can just commit and get in front of Jia. Oh, he's a long way ahead, isn't he? He pushed on really well then. I almost feel like we could have gone conserve mode, but I also feel like going into conserve mode we would have just missed out again. We did that last time. want to ignore the engine. It's on 28%. That's not good. Wanting to go to softs as well. Oh, this is going to be terrible if you can't make it back around. Okay, I want to sit on that park condition. Chu, you do what you got to do. Tang, you just keep pushing, dude. I think he just would have fallen out by one lap purely based on fuel. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate, but what do you do? Meanwhile, Chu is making some impressive time. Let's look at these timesheets. He's gaining on Evans and John Stotter. That's what they call it. So Beauchamp is still there as well. Chu's going to come in. Chu's going to come out in 11th. Oh no! Just as he pulled out of the pits, he's going to tell me there's an issue. No, that's Tang. Oh my god. We're going to lose first place. We're going to have to fix it. 18. We have just lost first place. Based on that. Wow. Flick him over the new tyres as well. That just throws out the entire race for us. Unbelievable. That's why we need to get rid of this guy. He's a joke. He's going to blame the mechanics, obviously, but I'm telling you now, he's thrown away a win here. He has thrown away a big win. Just when we needed it. It would have been great for the championship. And we've got Chu literally trying to burn off. Good times. Trying to get to the end here. Oh. Gutted. You gotta be gutted, don't you? It's funny how they put an extra 3 laps in. Yeah, well, I needed that anyway. Wow. Does he even come out after Chu? I think he does. Yeah, he will. Excess fuel as well. Sixth. You know what? 6th and 5th isn't too bad. It's just the fact that Jar's going to come first. Jar will come first after being... That's the one guy we can't have win because he's at the top of the championship. That's the guy who we needed to beat. It's unfortunate. 5th and 6th, still pretty good. Are we going to be able to gain on 4th? You know what? I think Chu can do it. Why not? Come on, Chewy. Let's look at these times. I'm just glad that there's a buff between Beauchamp, which is Tang, to Chu.